day back, what'd you like?
Guys are in shape. They had some recall. Obviously, we got to polish up on some small things, but for the first day, not bad.
You guys, Randy Gregory placed him on the did not report list. Had any conversations with him? What can you tell us about that?
Oh, we're going to talk about the players that's here. He's not here. We'll deal with that internally. And obviously, he's on the did not report list, and we'll go from there.
Did you have any indication that he's going to be?
I don't speculate on anything.
You had Tristan as pretty much a full participant today. Were you expecting that? Were you surprised to see that? Big deal.
No, I'm not surprised to see it. He loved the game. He loved to play. He loved his teammates, and he did a good job today.
Is there a plan for him to do less if you guys get in pads, or is he just going to do everything?
Oh, he's rolling.
You talked about how much you like the depth at outside linebacker. If you didn't have Gregory, are you okay with being you have, or will you guys make a move to kind of replenish the depth?
Oh, we've never had him to begin with. He hasn't been here, so we've been okay with the depth we got. We got some guys that can play. We're going to get them ready to play.
When you signed him, when you brought him in, was there any reason to think that the commitment wasn't there, or that this would be happening his year?
I don't have any more speculation on Gregory.
Had a lot of production. Looked like, at least from the eyes, from that linebacker group today. Looked like Anthony Nelson streamed in for a sack. You had some good pressures by JTS. And what you see out of that group today that lost it?
The fact that they knew what to do mentally was big for me. I'm not going to give them credit for sacks and shorts and t-shirt because the linemen don't have things to grab, and I'm not going to give him that. But he knows what to do. He's where he's at. He's been doing that since he's been here. He's not assuming, but he always makes plays, and we expect that from him. But on the first day, I'm not going to give nobody a gold star.
They signed Gregory in April, and then in June, we find out about the lawsuit against the leadership mentors. Did you guys have any indication when signing him that was coming down the pipe?
Again, I'm done with the Gregory questions.
What's the competition level up front from the offensive line? And any thoughts at all about moving them out to left guard instead?
Not at this time. We're going to move some guys around as we get going in camp, just in case of emergency. We do that anyway. We'll see how the battle pans out, and we'll try to put the best people where they belong.
How different is the feeling going into this camp opposed to last year when you had Baker Mayfield and Trask battling? Just a lot of question marks maybe with the pieces that you're going to have in place, but a little more comfort coming into this year.
Well, Baker has the keys to the bus, and he's driving it, and he's comfortable. We're comfortable with him. We're both in a great place right now. He has to run the offense. We've talked about this as far as just getting the ball out where he needs to get the ball out, understanding the offense and making the correct checks. And I think he's taking it upon his shoulders. He came back in great shape, and we expect him to do that. But it's a lot more stability there than there was last year.
You said you were really excited about the competition between Bredesen and Ojeda for the left guard spot. What do each of those guys bring to that?
Well, they're both similar. They're both very powerful, very smart players. When they get off the ball, that's what's going to make it a great competition.
Todd, you've had so much continuity on defense, really, since you've been here. To have Carlton gone, to have Devin gone, to have Shaq gone now, three kind of leaders, if you will, at the three different levels of defense, really since the Super Bowl. How do you feel about the leadership now on that side of the ball?
I feel great. We still got Lamonte, we still got Vita, we still got Winfield, obviously, and the guys that are taking their places. Zion has started 9 games last year. He's played. KJ got a taste last year. He's a natural leader for us. Joe's been here for us for a while. We got some hungry young guys at those positions. We got a lot of good players. You're either going to lose some to free agency or some to retirement or some to injury. And you got to have to start having somebody back behind them. I think Jason did a good job getting guys in here that can play and step in at the right time. They may not be the household names that you're used to, but as the season goes on, you're going to get to know them very well.
Do you expect KJ to step up and take more of a leadership role and you can kind of get a seat on his chest by the end of the journey?
The players vote on the seeds. We got a lot of great guys that's deserving of that, but KJ's been a leader since he's been here. Even when he wasn't starting, he's been a leader. He's a natural leader. He's very vocal. He's probably the most talkative guy on the field. Hopefully, and I hope this never happens in camp. If they get into a fight, I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be him because he does most of the talking about it. And we got to keep a good eye on that.
Well, just one day in shorts, but the chemistry that Baker has with Mike Evans just kind of shows up, right? And what kind of shape is Mike in? How does he go from into this 11th season.
The chemistry started last year. They both kind of know each other pretty well by now. Mike came back in great shape. I mean, he looks just like he did a year ago. He's a professional. He loves to play the game. He knows what time it is. He knows when to come back and do things the right way. And he's been doing that his whole career, and that's what makes him great.
I know they've had the whole offseason to kind of work and implement this new offensive system that he's brought here. Is it second nature to the guys now as they open up camp, or is it still a lot of thinking?
Oh, there's a lot to learn. We just put in the basics. You know, there's so many technical things you have to go with in this offense, but from the base part of it, from when minicamp and OTAs were, they came a long way, but there's still so much more to put in it. You just can't put it all in the spring.
You're on your third offensive coordinator in 3 years. The last 2 years, the running game has not been where you wanted it to be. What gives you the belief that it can thrive with Liam going and calling the plays?
Well, Liam's calling it. He's not blocking it. We got to block it. You know, he's got to block the plays. We want to be better in the running game, obviously. We have new coaches down there. Hopefully with the scheme and the things we've put in and the players we've gotten, we can get better at that as camp goes on, and it's something we want to see. But we want to be balanced, and we want to do what's right to win the game. But obviously we don't want to be last in the run.
We saw your impressive routine last night at 5:30. Good speech. I think, you know, every team says that their goal is a Super Bowl, and that's true. Is it different? Does it feel different to you when you say we can't just be the playoffs, we got to keep our eye on the Super Bowl? Is that different than any other year that you coached it?
It's no different than any other year. You got to set a tone at the start of training camp. Nobody wants to shoot for just a division title. That doesn't do anything for us. We're in this to win the big thing. They got to see the big picture, but there's a lot of small steps along the way that we got to take. But our focus, ideally, is that's where we want to go. So we're talking about going from good to great. It starts there, but we start at square one, and we got a lot of baby steps to go before we get there. But you guys understand that, and that's what we're working towards.
Todd, what is the first day of training camp practice like mean to you? Do you get the butterflies or the extra pep in your step just after going through this for as many years as you've done?
It's always great for me, especially when you have younger guys. You know, it's exciting. It's trying to see how the team can come together, the coaches can come together as a group. So it's always exciting to see what kind of pieces you have to move, what kind of adjustments you have to make, what kind of technique things you have to work on from a daily basis, as long as we're moving towards that goal. So the first day is always exciting for the coaches.
Todd, Mayfield got his contract, so have you noticed any change in his drive, his motivation, that chip still on his shoulder? Any changes in him since he signed that
Probably
contract?
got a bigger chip now. Baker's going to be the same every day. He works his tail off to be the best he can be. The guys believe in him, run through a brick wall for him. I don't see any change.
Coach, have you been pretty pleased how guys came in condition-wise? Or you're just talking about Mike Evans, but overall feel pretty good?
Probably the most in shape we came in probably about 3 or 4 years.
Okay.